Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Reaper, obviously, and this video is going to be basically what I've been considering doing for a while now, and you know what? I'm going to do it, and it's going to basically be me from start to finish. We're gonna go do some decay hunting together, and I'm going to show you exactly how I prepare for these decays, what I take with me, and my method for tracking, finding, marking, and the whole 9 yards. I hope you find it helpful. Uh, hopefully, it's 4 a.m. I'm off today, but nonetheless, I'm still a little tired, so bear with me on that. But nonetheless, so without further ado, let's do this. All right. And I said start to finish, so if you find it boring, I'm sorry. Anyway, preparation wise, uh, tech suit, the Federation Exo tech suit. Obviously, I mean, I'm gonna assume you can go to Gen 2, or you have a regular tech suit. Either way, super helpful. When you transfer servers, obviously, and I guess maybe I'll talk like people don't know stuff, but when you transfer servers, if there's any charge in the suit, it uh, resets it back to zero. The only two pieces I like to keep charged are the chest and the pants, for the reason of chest being able to fly, pants being able to run. Now, you do need those open, I believe. See, I have them unlocked. I've never tried to use them without them being unlocked, but I will say this. I don't have the boots unlocked, and I don't have the helmet unlocked. However, as long as they have a charge on them, the boots still function no matter where I'm at outside of Gen 2, and I still don't take fall damage as long as they have element on them. And the same with the helmet. It will let me breathe underwater as long as I have element. As far as my dinos go, and this is pretty much all from decays. Yeah, I love it. I love this room. Uh, Preparation wise, as far as dinos, uh, I have a lot, obviously. In fact, this dragon right here, from a decay. Also, Shadow Mane. I like to take at least one good weight dino. So here we have an RG, also from a decay. In fact, somebody was breeding weight RGs that I got, because I probably got, I don't know, maybe 5 or 6 of these that have over 10,000 weight. So what I'm going to take with me here is an RG, weight RG, Shadow Mane, and the Dragon. Just because you want to be able to fly, okay? The Shadow Mane, because they're OP, and you want to be able to defend yourself. Sometimes I'll take a Giga, but you don't need to, obviously. Just take a decent fighter. So I'm going to take these 3 dinos with, okay? I have a lot of really good fur from decays, so I'm not taking a full set, because you can see these are really good pieces. But I'm only going to take the hat, the chest, or the hat, the pants, and the boots. All right. Climbing picks, I recommend taking, just in case it's somewhere you can't reach, or you get stuck, or need to get out. You could also take grappling hooks. Honestly, climbing picks are easier. I actually looted several of these from a decay. You can see these are 298 Ascendant with a 419 durability. They're really good. I have about, I think, 3 of those. I think I actually have a blueprint too. And I'll take that one with too. Why not? Also, sleeping bags. Okay? Because when you find a decay, it's usually pretty easy to find a spot to throw a sleeping bag down. Okay? That way, when you leave the map and it's time to go do the decay, you can just easily spawn in that location. Alright? Taxidermy tool, just because, you know what? Carry one if I wanted to get a taxidermy or something. Also, you have access to the tech canteens. These are super helpful, hot and a cold one. Food-wise, I recommend, if possible, cooked beef jerky. Spoiled timer, you never have to worry about it getting, you never have to worry about having to deal with spoiled meat on you, generally, when you're trying to transfer out. Okay, also, I always carry a few cryos. They're cheap, they're easy, and I usually carry at least 2 or 3 empty ones because you can. So that's the Dino setup. Okay, you want to have to get rid of that. You want to have a spyglass. You want to have a GPS if possible. I also like to take a shotgun. I have a good one. Enough ammo to defend yourself just in case you get in trouble. And again, I always carry a pick and a hatchet. So this is my setup here. Okay. You can either do one of two things. You can take, I like to take a log out room just in case I want to stay on that map. This is also all decay stuff. So you can take a foundation, a few walls, and so on and so forth. You don't have to because that stuff can be built in the field. Okay? It can be easily built in the field. But, I mean, I have a ton of it. I could take it if I wanted to. I'm not going to right now. If I need to build one in the field, I will. This is the important. Now, where's it at here? This is actually real important. Okay? And it's not hard to get. Go to extinction if you can't, you know. Because you cannot transfer element, but you want element on every map you go to. Where did I put it? You want to be able to power those two pieces. You want to be able to power the chest and the pants. So, how do we do that? I'm going to assume you have decent weight. My weight is pretty good. Where did I put it? There it is. I brought all this back from when I moved over from extinction because I didn't want to leave it there, so I converted all the element I had, or most of it, into dust. Yeah, they weigh 50. However, you're only really going to, I only ever really, go scout 1 or 2, maybe 3 maps at a time, depending. I usually take 3 or 4 stacks. Okay? Let's say 4 stacks. Reason being is, and I don't use it until I don't just get to that map and use the element. Also, and by use it I mean make sure you have the ability to craft element unlocked. That can be unlocked on extinction. Element from dust, okay? That way, when I get to a map, if it looks good, if the map has a lot of prospect, then I'll at least convert 1 stack of that, and I'll power the chest. The chest before the pants are just in case I need to move overweight. But I'll power the chest just in case I get in trouble with a flyer, I fall off a flyer, I need to, I need to basically not die. Alright? So that should be everything. We have our water, fur, tech suit, weapons, grappling, sleeping bags, which also made it a field. We should be good to go. So now we go and we look for a server. All right. So my advice is stay off of Gen 1. My biggest reason for staying off of Gen 1, now I do have videos of me getting stuff on Gen 1. I've had some good decays on Genesis 1. In fact, I have a video out that might be my biggest decay ever, which was from Gen 1. It was a double decay by the same owner, and it was the water platform and that underground cave. However, when I went there, what I forgot about and didn't know at the time, well, I heard about it, but didn't even think about it, was all of Reaper's Gen 2 missions and hexagons ended up getting gone. So I've had to go back over to Gen 2 and redo them. Because for people that don't know it, if you are on Gen 2 doing missions, get hexagons, and you go to Gen 1, it wipes all your Gen 2 progress. All your missions are reset, and your hexagons are gone. End of story. I lost 260,000 hexagons that way. So it sucks. Okay? So anyway, I mean, if you don't care about your missions on Gen 2, then, you know, Gen 1 can be a good map. But, so what we'll do, I think, is we will, you know what, I haven't looked at a Valguero map, actually, I don't think at all. So we'll type in Val, alright? I generally like to see maps that are pretty old, but, you know, Val itself's not a super old map, so you're not going to really probably see 30 or, not going to see like 30 or 40,000, 30 or 40,000. I do also like to look for a lower pop. Well, like, not lower pop, but like, the least, yeah, the less people on the better. But I do like to see low ping. Now, this number doesn't mean shit, to be honest. I might get to a map and it might say 50 here, and I get there and it's 100 or vice versa. Nonetheless, and I remember it, and I have a tablet on my desk that I write this stuff down, and I'll also show you how I mark it in-game on the map. So, we're going to head over to Val 741. So, what's our cooldown right now? Alright, so we're looking at 8-minute cooldown right now, which is the biggest pain in the ass about this whole situation. And trust me, moving shit, moving the mass decay loot that I get has taken me literally hours and hours and hours and hours. Because I mean, you can only move it every 15 minutes, so I'd fill up the ARC data, rinse and repeat, and then carry as much on me as I can, because you can transfer overweight. Okay, and since I have 7 minutes here, I'll show you when I transfer back here with loot. Okay, if I'm overweight, I can't move, but I have my tech suit. However, so I spawn on one of these beds, but I still can't move. So what I keep here is I keep some element, and then I power the tech suit. I power the pants. Then I just do my tech power walk overweight and unload. And there we go. Alright, so that's the setup. I'll show it again. You want dust for the pants and the chest. Sleeping bags. Weapons always nice. Flyer. A weight dino. The weight dino, and it doubles as a flyer, but the weight dino is, you never know what you're going to run into. Good example is that Gen 1 video that I have up, where I teleported onto a teleporter and that base was going down in like 3 hours. So it was like, okay, you know what? Let's do this. But you never know, like, you might teleport in, you might like get to a base and it's going down right then and there. I've found vaults that were literally ready to be demolished. Having a dino that you can transfer at that point is extremely useful. That way nobody else can get to it before you do. So I definitely recommend it. So yeah. So I'm not going to make you sit here for 7 minutes. That's going to hurt. So I will bring you back when we are ready to transfer out. Alright, we're almost ready to head to our first map. I do want to say something quick. If we find a decay, I will personally not be going to it. Alright? We find a decay, I'm gonna leave it for you guys. Alright? I will not be going to get it. I'm gonna leave it, and you guys want to hit it up, do it. Alright? Because I'm gonna get this thing. This video will be up before the decay goes down, so you're not gonna miss it. Okay? Also, real quick, that I noticed, this happens sometimes, and I don't know why. Sometimes meat will transfer over, Sometimes it doesn't, which is unfortunate. And I really hate it. Because food can be a little bit of a pain. Because this does happen sometimes. Nonetheless, we're going to have to go without it. Alright? But we can get it. Not a big deal. Berries will also work. Alright? The second thing I wanted to mention is dedicated storage. Dedicated storage that you find, which normally have massive decay timers. But dedicated storage, cryo fridges, and like vaults. Like I found that those cryo fridges in the desert sitting on the ground. They do not function like regular decayed like structures, meaning you can build around them. All right? Don't do that. I did build around the vaults. I have built around vaults in the past. I may not do it anymore. Reason being is, I built around the cryo fridges in the desert. Some idiot reported me. I have a video up of it. Somebody reported me, and I actually had somebody from Wildcard. I checked my tribe log. They went in and destroyed the structures around the cryo fridges because it was against the code of conduct to build around other people's storage on PVE servers. Or also PvP for all I know. I don't even know. On PvP, I guess it wouldn't matter because you can blow shit up. So do not do that. You're risking your... I have 5,400 hours in Ark. I've had my Steam account with Ark forever. Early alpha. Not worth it. And I was quite concerned about it. Anyway, without further ado, let's hit up a Val map. We got one person on this one with a ping of 49. We're going to give it a shot. So 557, that's the map we're going to. Remember it, 557. We may find some stuff there. Alright, so let's do it. We're going to Val 557 PVE. All you have to remember is the number, because the one thing I've noticed is they do not repeat the numbers. If you're playing PVE, you type in 557, it's only going to bring up that map. Okay? So what I do is we're going to spawn played on this map before, even on a private, when I ran my private servers. We want the beach. Actually, I'm not sure I wanted to go there, but it doesn't matter. God, that sometimes concerns me. I also recommend getting a dino out as quick as you can. All right. But yeah, I mean, like, when you mark a map, it stays marked. Okay? Like that unlocked trap, that green ob, loot base, the whole 9 yards, main base, that's from before. So here we are. And I will show you the map again. We are on Val 557, North American PVE. Ping is really good. Let's hope it stays that way. And I want this dragon on passive. For now, anyway. It gets a little... I don't know. Well, well... I love this dragon, by the way. One of the event colors, all black. I love it. We'll leave him on that for now. And we're here, so we'll check this one first. 9 days. I do not recommend messing with anything that's not a few days. So here we are. And we actually might have lucked out. Because I have the tech teleporter open thanks to several different tribes that took me for a Crystal Isles run on the Alpha Queen Dragon. And I unlocked a ton of tech. The teleporter being probably the biggest one. This is all my stuff that I have opened up. Okay. What that does, though, is it allows me to use any public teleporter. Now, this one's powered. It's powered. Now, we're hoping that it is public. Alright, that shut off on me. My recording, I mean. Sorry about that. Anyway, so I'm going to hop off, and we're going to hope this thing's public. And this is my method. When I spawn into a map, the first thing I do, throw out the flyer, and find a public teleporter, because all we're going to do, and this isn't how I used to do it, and it is public. If it says teleport, it's public. Okay? The second thing I do is I look for an unlocked transmitter. Now that one's locked. That's unfortunate because we want an easy way off the map. But here's the big method. All right. Notice that it says demolish in 39 days. That means that this base is not going down anytime soon. So we don't care about this base. But what we do care about is this. Boom. This is the key. This is where I did not used to use this method. I used to, back months ago, before I opened up the teleporter, I used to simply just fly around the map. However, I don't have to now. This method works so much better. If you don't have the teleporter open, obviously, just fly around. And spyglass stuff. It works the same. Doesn't work as well, but it works the same. So, and extinction can be a real pain, by the way, because you get a cluster right in the middle. But you want to try to hit these in some kind of an order. So we're going to start up in this left-hand corner, and we're going to go. And you got to be careful, because when you teleport, your flyer wants to move. So recenter them. You don't want to lose them. All right. First thing I do when I get here, I check the teleporter. This one says 39 days. If it says 39 days, there's no point in me looking around this base. So we leave. We hit another one. We're going to go this direction. So we're going to go here. All right. Also, remember the name of the teleporter you're going to. This says T-Rex. Blue on public. Reason being is, a couple of reasons. Number one, if it ends up being a lootable place, great. Number two, when you get here to a location, always look around. This one has 37 days. Also not good. But if you see a teleport or a transmitter, check it out. If it's unlocked, then remember that teleport, and then you can use that to get off the map instead of going to an ob, which can be a pain in the ass. I also recommend, by the way, if you see a cryo fridge sitting, just check a few things, you know? Like this fridge is unlocked. We might get something. Oh, my, look at that. You see that? It's a great example. Somebody left an unlocked fridge, so we're getting free stuff. And these babies are valuable. So we just scored a whole bunch of free med brews because they left the shit unlocked. Thank you. Have a nice day. Remember that food problem I was telling you about? We just solved it. We're just going to grab it all. All right? We're here to loot. There's no pity involved. We're here to loot. And this person is offline, which is also a good thing. All right? And that's a great, I love that, okay? Yeah. So, yeah, we just got food and water. We're good. Now I'm going to recenter the dragon. And we're going to go again. All right. We're going to just follow this top. And then we're going to try to follow it around. And then we're going to, you come up with a little bit of a pattern. So this one is Fiasco Falls. This video, by the way, is going to be a little bit long. But I'm hoping you find it useful. Okay. We got offline as well. 39 days on the teleporter pad, which means we don't give a shit about any base that would be attached to it. It's not going down. So we move on. T-Rex Wyvern trap. It's probably just a Wyvern trap, but you know what? We're going to check and recenter that mount. You don't want to lose them. 37 days. And I have them, having the mount on your flyer on passive is handy. Because if you teleport in and it gets attacked, you don't want it running off. Alright, so we're going to go, and we're going to go Crescent. And you get the idea there. I'm not going to keep naming them all. 9 days. Again. Now we have a non-powered. Now if it was unlocked, though, on. But it's not, so we're not worried about it. And again. Now this is where it gets tricky because you... And my recording shut off again. I don't know why it does that sometimes. But anyway, we're going to hit this one. This is going to be a long video. So, 38 days. Nothing we want to worry about. We will check the vault, though. Oh, and that's what I'm talking about. Now, see, if that dragon was on passive, or on neutral, we were getting attacked. Or he was going to take off. We don't want that. So you can fly in, you can get in and get your ass attacked. It's not a good thing. We need some food. Throw that down there. We don't want to eat too much because that's good stuff. What was that? Lingering too long can be dangerous. I will say that. I have died. Why are you not letting me? Huh? What the? Oh, crap. Yeah, we're in a cave. Can't fly. 37 days. Nothing we're worried about. But yeah, we're in a cave, obviously, and we can't fly, so let's get the heck out of there. Be happy. Cute. This could be a good one. Reason being is, ooh, careful. If that transmitter's unlocked, we will use this as a way out. And it is. So we found our way out off the map. And I say that because not having to go to an ob, it's a safe way out. And here's some water. We'll take a drink. See, this is a safe spot. We can chill here. Okay? So be happy is our teleporter to get the hell out of here. So we want to remember that. All right? But, again, 39 days, so it's not lootable, but it's our way out. And you know, now that I think about it, I will split these up into two parts. So we got 38 days. All right. So here's the deal. I'm gonna call this one here. All right, and this will be a two-parter. All right. That way, you know, you don't have to watch all of it. Also, there's a teleport or a transmitter over there. Let's check that out quick. Unlocked. Okay. I mean, we could even use that if we had to. So anyway, hope you enjoyed part one of my decay system and secrets. I'm literally going to start part two the second I stop this. So, see you in a minute.